Hi, I'm James from Enterprise IoT Insights. I'm at the Things Conference in Amsterdam, and I'm joined by Sebastian Romero from Arduino. Sebastian, thanks for joining me. Let's just start by, tell us what you're doing here, what the kind of message is from you guys at this event.
Right. So the Things Conference has been something that we attended a couple of times actually in the last years because we have a couple of LoRa-enabled products, and there is this need for people to easily develop their own custom solutions, and we have this kind of general purpose applications that you can, like Lego bricks, put together to deploy your own sensor nodes, to run machine learning, to do computer vision, machine vision, and send all of that to like a backend where you can inspect and remote control stuff. And we wanted to show the people what we have, because a lot of people, they know Arduino, and then what they think of is the Arduino Uno, which is legit, but a lot of things have happened in the last few years, which people are not aware. So we're here to show everyone what we have and how cool the things are and how easy they are to use.
Okay, and what about this, your kind of journey in IoT and how that's going? And it's relatively new, I guess. Your engagement with LoRaWAN is fairly new. Just give us a sense of that.
Right. So we did have a cloud offering for a while now, but it was very basic, and we got a lot of feedback from the community, and some of that feedback was about also different kind of connectivity. So we did have Wi-Fi enabled connectivity to the cloud, but then there was this question, okay, what do you do if you want to deploy something like that on the edge? So how do you make this happen? And that's obviously where LoRaWAN comes in. So we listened to the people, and we implemented a integration actually with the Things network, so that it makes it very easy to use our cloud offering to have these like nice dashboards, these nice ways of managing your data. But you can use LoRaWAN very easily. You don't have to think much about packaging up the data or setting up any things applications, provisioning the devices. All of that happens automatically. So basically all of this happens behind the scenes. You don't need to take care of that.
Okay. And you've done a keynote and a workshop, I believe, on predictive maintenance for kind of agriculture and kind of insect and pesticide management, perhaps. What did you say? What's the message from that? And what's the point? Here you're presumably kind of showing people how to do things and giving them ideas and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So predictive maintenance has been sort of like a natural thing for us to tackle, because it's being smarter about the way you do maintenance on machines. So sometimes what we have seen happening is that a lot of things break, and then people spend a lot of money replacing stuff, and they have outages in the machines. And if you do maintenance, let's say on a scheduled interval, you can do it, but it's very it's costly, and you need to have the staff around. So what we try to promote here is like a smarter way of doing this, which is predictive maintenance. So you make your decision on when to perform maintenance informed based on sensor data. So you kind of have a really good idea when maintenance needs to be carried out. So if something's about to break, you already react before it actually breaks. And that can go from preventing a washing machine from failing to an assembly line to something in agriculture. And so in my keynotes, I wanted to give the people a bit of inspiration. So what kind of things could you do about predictive maintenance? And in this workshop, I tackled one specific example, which is it's a real world thing. So it's not just around here, but specifically in the areas where we operate in Italy, and I'm from Switzerland. There's this problem that there's this Japanese beetle that's this infestation of these bugs that eats all the crops on the vineyards. And so that kind of gave me the inspiration of doing something about that. So what we did in this workshop is that we had a look at how do you actually implement a smart insect trap from A to Z with our infrastructure. And the goal is that traditionally, now when you use such insect traps, they're like manual. So you put them in the fields. Somebody has to go there, take the adhesive paper, count the different kind of bugs, and then has to try to figure out if the infestation already happened. Sometimes it's even too late. So we had a look at how do you predict that. So how can you do that without actually going there like every couple of days? So we used a combination of machine learning with the technology from our friends from Edge Impulse and some machine vision to inspect in a smart way what the insect trap sees, and then sends the results of that machine learning over LoRaWAN to a dashboard where you can easily monitor and sort of think about if there's something you need to do, if you need to do pest control before it's too late. So that was kind of the idea, to give people inspiration, but also to give them some starting points. How do you actually implement that?
And what's your sense of the show? I mean, and the, in a workshop like that, the response from the developers playing with different technologies now, with the TinyML stuff from Edge Impulse, various other pieces. Is there a good understanding generally? I guess there is. LoRaWAN as well. I mean, that's developed over a period of time where, you start to sense that it's starting to mature as a technology. What's your view of that and from a workshop like that?
I think what I saw is that people are more and more interested in the higher level applications. So yes, there's still the need to further develop the protocol and to advance in that technology, but it's a lot about real world use cases and user scenarios. And that's why I think people were really interested. The workshop was almost fully booked because people wanted to know, okay, I got this technology working, you gave me that stuff a few years ago, I know how it works. So now I want to do something very cool with it and make an actual product. And I think that's sort of the trend that I see about LoRaWAN.
Yeah. Lovely. Sebastian, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Okay, that's all from us here, and we'll be back shortly with HBI.